Hello everybody, time for Coffee with Bill with Buckshot the Wonder Cat. I renamed the cat from Booger to Buckshot simply because of the little guy's amazing destructive capabilities. Well, let's see what's happening in the news. Nasty little Greta Thunberg, the disrespectful child who is the latest poster child of the enviro wackos, is being spanked by her totalitarian handlers. Greta let it slip that they will one day put world leaders up against the wall. You know what that means? It means to execute them. That is exactly what Castro, Stalin, and Mao Zedong did with millions. Do not be deceived. Today's environmental militants are powered by the same evil spirit that powered the communist regimes. The British government is reporting that their de-radicalization program is a failure. Really? Do you think you can flood your nation with 1 million Muslims from terrorist nations, let them build mosques all over your land, and then you can simply reprogram them with a liberal psychobabble class? Let me tell you something, you British nut jobs. As long as the mosques stand, British blood will continue to be spilled. The stupidity of the British government and the British police is exactly what makes terrorism so easy for the bad guys. Repeal your stupid Islamophobia laws. Let the citizens speak freely about Islam. And have the police investigate the mosques instead of arresting people who dare to challenge Islamic violence. WorldNet Daily is reporting that Adam Schiff was ferociously shouted down in his home state. Apparently he was doing a rah-rah session bragging about himself when a bunch of his constituents stripped off their shirts to reveal Trump t-shirts. And they really blasted old Shifty. I am pleased to see that California citizens still have some American blood in them. Get fired up, California. Start a fire and keep it going. That's probably a bad way to put it for the California people, but oh well. Really, California is now a one-party state. The Democrats control all of California, which validates my description of California as America's insane asylum, or monkey cage. I use the two terms interchangeably. But rumor has it that Donald Trump may make California one of his whistle stops for 2020. Try to breathe some patriotic new life into that dead state. I would love to see that, but I also fear for the president's life. I wish he would keep a lower profile, but I know those Trump rallies are important too. So pray, America, for the safety of Donald Trump. Hallmark, the company America has trusted for decades, got stupid recently and aired a message celebrating lesbian marriage. Decent people were outraged, as they should be, and Hallmark canceled it. But the militant sexual perverts of Hollywood were outraged, so Hallmark went back to stupid and will now champion sexual perversion. Well, here's a Wild Bill bullet of truth for America. Satan has chosen the weapon with which he will destroy America, and that weapon is sinful lust. The LGBT army are essentially the hounds of hell, and their rage is rising up against God's moral law and America's Christian heritage, without which the USA cannot survive. I like what John MacArthur said. He said, "The only time the church has made any spiritual impact on the world is when the church has stood firm, uncompromising, unwavering, and boldly proclaimed the truth right into the face of the enemy." Listen up, America. Today is the day to do exactly that. Stand firm against the LGBT assault on America. We must fight it with biblical truth. That is the only weapon that is effective against demonic lies. And speaking of demonic evil, Planned Parenthood is being given $6 million to be setting up abortion clinics inside 50 Los Angeles County schools. That way the school will no longer have to sneak the student out without the parent's knowledge. They can now violate parents' rights right there in the school. Planned Parenthood is America's Auschwitz, and it's time to bring the American Holocaust to an end. Here I see Boris Johnson, the newly elected British Prime Minister, appears to be taking a cue from President Trump. Prime Minister Johnson is going after the BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation. Now, I do believe that Donald Trump's astounding success has been in part for his willingness to stand up against the media bullies. Trump is the first president to fight back against their lies and innuendos, and the spoiled brat media elites have no idea how to handle that. Their ratings have plummeted, and the American people, sick of liberal media, are rallying to President Trump. Let's hope that Boris Johnson has the same kind of success in cleaning up the BBC media. Well, I see here President Trump is making some good points about the upcoming presidential debates. He very correctly points out that the Presidential Debate Commission is stacked with Trump haters. The president says that he might do the debate with no moderators. Wouldn't that be a hoot? I would love to be one of those moderators. I guarantee both candidates would answer some tough questions, especially if Hillary is one of them. And last but not least, hardcore left-wing Hollywood director Larry Charles warns of deadly riots if Trump stays in office. How do I say this gently? We the people are more than ready for the lunatic lefties to throw the first punch. Frankly, that may be exactly what is needed to clean up America. And I guarantee you, Mr. Charles, it will not go the way you imagine it. Well, that's enough. Coffee with Bill. Thanks everybody for watching. And America, bless God again.